As I turn the corner and approach Natsuki's house, my attention is directed upwards. On the second floor balcony, a large, heavily built man leans against the railing, smoking a cigarette. Jeez, is that her dad? Jesus Christ. He's on the phone and I can't help but overhear his conversation. The man mutters something about having business to attend to, but promises to be wherever the caller wants within the hour. My stomach sinks. Business? If he means what I think he does. Backtracking Yuri's route, I make my way back to school, then to my house from there. Fumbling with my keys, I unlock the door. I enter my bedroom and hurriedly get changed out of my uniform and into some dark clothing. You gonna go break into his house? You serious? Yep, it looks like he's going to. A short jog brings me back to her house, and I take a seat within a bus stop on the street opposite her, staking out her father. I ponder over if he's already gone, perhaps, and I missed him leaving. Or maybe he's still dealing with business. After a few minutes, however, I'm proven wrong by the sound of an engine revving up and a new, expensive-looking performance car emerging from the driveway of Natsuki's house. It speeds away and around the corner within seconds, and once I'm certain it's gone, I move over to Natsuki's house and ring the doorbell. I wait. And wait. And wait. And nothing. I press down on it again. Once more, no answer. Growing ever anxious, I knock on the door heavily, aggressively banging my both fist into the door. A moment of silence. Then from the second floor window, I see a curtain pull back, a flash of pink, and just as quickly, it's replaced once more. I watch it intensely, waiting for any sign of movement until I hear the sound of the door chain being unhinged and the deadbolt turning. My heart is ready to jump out of my chest. I don't know what I'll be greeted by, but I wait it nervously. Well, she doesn't have bruises anymore, I guess. Mikey, what the hell are you doing here? It's Natsuki. You think? There's our house. Thank God. Natsuki, are you alright? What happened to your bruises? What bruises, Mikey? I don't know what you're talking about. She's playing dumb, even though I saw her. Yeah. What could have happened to her for her to be so devoted to keeping it a secret? Before I could reply, she grabs me by the collar of my shirt and yanks me into her foyer. Hey, that looks like my house. Hey. How do you know where I live? Now's not the time for that. Has she been drinking? Oh, that's why she hiccuped. Oh, Lord. She's drinking now? Better question is, where have you been? I haven't been feeling very good the past few days. No need to be so mean about it. Does she expect me to believe that after what I saw? Natsuki, I know something's wrong. I saw you at the hospital, remember? Oh, that. She giggles. That was nothing. That was nothing? Sure. Yeah, drunk. Don't worry about that, okay? Should sound like a drunk or something when I do her voice. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. There's much worse to be worried about. What do you mean? Come with me. I could do with another glass anyway. Yep, drinking. She grips my arm loosely and tries to move me along with her through the house. As she moves, she begins erratically wobbling as though she's having trouble walking. Yep, she's drunk. God damn it. She holds tighter onto my arm for support. She stumbles and nearly trips. I catch her wrapping my arm around her chest and pulling her uptight. The fuck was I trying to say? Upright. Heh, thanks. It's not like her. Normally if I grabbed her for whatever reason, she'd freak out and call me gross or something of that sort. Or a pervert. She likes to say that. But here, she didn't even flinch or say anything about it. 'Cause she's drunk. Something feels off. 'Cause she's drunk. I release my grip on her reluctantly as she's still staggering on her way along. I assist in moving her now up the stairs, making sure she doesn't fall and knock us both back onto the steps. We finally make it up the stairs, and Natsuki guides me to her room. Small room. Her room is a mess. It doesn't look that bad. I don't see anything wrong. Her floor is littered with small ripped up pieces of paper. Show me where. Show me where. Picking one up, I recognize one of the protagonists of Part Fate Girls. The cover is a heavy laminated card stack, and it's ripped in two. Oh. So he found out about her reading manga or whatever, and he ripped the pages, I'm assuming. Well, shit. There's no way Natsuki was able to tear that in half herself. Plus, why would she? She loves that shit. Not only that, but she has had no reason to either. But I could think of someone who does. There is a large bottle of red wine, cap opened, lying on its side at her bed. Only a small drip escapes, staining her bedsheet crimson. There can't be much left of it. I knew she'd been drinking. I could tell from the moment she opened the door. Oh, hi. Natsuki, you haven't drunk all of that yourself, right? She looks flustered. Of course I have, you dummy. That's a bit much, isn't it? That doesn't matter. I haven't even finished anyway. She retrieves the bottle from the bed. I reach a hand out to take it from her. Natsuki. Nuh-uh, it's mine. She holds the bottle just out of reach and tries to push me away. She's too weak, however, and I simply move her arm aside. Come on, that's enough. Mikey, please. I need this. Something about the way she said that sent a pang of dread through my body. Before I could reach my arm out to stop her a second time, the remainder of the bottle's contents are gone. Looking at her bedside drawer, I see Natsuki's phone. Oh, great. It is overturned, so I can only see her case. The case is glittery and pink. This drink is nice, Mikey. Natsuki, talk to me. I know something's going on with your dad. Please, I just want to help. But I can't if you won't tell me what's going on. This is all the help I need. She collapses onto her bed and giggles. I haven't felt this happy in so long. I grow only more uneasy hearing that. If this is the length she has to go to in order to escape her demon, just how bad is the demon she's trying to escape from? As Natsuki begins to snore, her grip on the wine bottle falters, and it rolls off of the bed onto the floor. her floor. To my surprise, it doesn't shatter. Instead, it rolls under her bed. Shaking my head, I bent down to pick up the bottle that rolled under the bed. Reaching her hand underneath the bed, I can feel the wine bottle and something else. What the? What did you find? I pulled both. I pulled both from beneath the bed. Placing the wine bottle on her beside drawer, next to Natsuki's phone, I take a look at what I recovered. It's a white container and made of plastic. Wait, this isn't right. This is a bottle of pills. Oh, God. Looking for a description, I inhale sharply as I realize that these are ibuprofen tablets. Oh. Ibuprofens? Oh, shit. You try to overdose? Oh, God. I turned to look at Natsuki, fast asleep as I worried. Oh my fucking God. I desperately checked the label on the back for a date of prescription. 2 days ago? What is this music? She's trying to overdose. Fuck. I knew it. It was pretty obvious there. An icy sweat runs down my forehead as I begin to panic, running my hands through my hair. She stopped snoring. I violently shake Natsuki's seemingly lifeless body. Please, Natsuki. Please wake up. I grab her hand. It's clammy and much cooler than it should be. I put my ear next to her mouth to check and see if she's breathing. Thankfully she is, but it's faint. I take her by the shoulders and pull her into the sitting position. I crouch down next to her, supporting her. Natsuki. Oh, fuck's sake. I contemplate calling an ambulance, but I'm worried that it'll draw too much attention to her house. To hell with it. I don't care what happens so long as she lives. I reach into my pocket and... Fuck! My phone isn't there. You didn't even bring your phone with you when you're doing this? Usually. We all would. I reach up onto her bedside table, gripping Natsuki's phone tightly. I bring it to my face and press the power button. The screen lights up, but from behind a shattered display. I try to make an emergency call, but the screen is unresponsive to my touch. Dropping the phone, I pull Natsuki in close to me, hoping, praying that she wakes up. I begin to sob, terrified for her life. But Natsuki begins to cough erratically. I'm simultaneously panicked and relieved. She's slowly getting up. She opens her eyes and unsteadily rises to her feet with my assistance. Natsuki, please tell me you're okay. She falls silent. Oh! She puked! God damn it! Jesus. My nose is assaulted by the mixed scent of bile and wine as it splashes on the floor in front of me. I realize that she got some on my arm. It stings. It stings? Oh, yeah, I now know why. Never mind. Well, at least that would have gotten the deadly mixture out of her body. And she's still in trouble. Natsuki turns to me, half-conscious, pleading. Mikey, help me. She stumbles back, landing in a sitting position on her bed. I don't want to die. Look at me, okay? You won't, you hear me? I won't let you die. Natsuki, listen to me, okay? I'll be right back. She nods weakly, barely aware of her surroundings. I need to find her something to eat. Hopefully it should absorb what's left of the alcohol. Bolting down the stairs, I reach the kitchen within seconds. I swing open every cupboard I can see, along with the refrigerator. Nothing. Not even a slice of bread. When did Natsuki last eat? Exiting the kitchen, I look all around the house. Hurrying back to Natsuki, I check up on her. She's as pale as ever, but she's conscious at least. She weakly raises her head to look at me. Hey, Natsuki. I need you to pay attention to me, okay? Just whatever you do, don't go to sleep, okay? Please. She tries to mutter something, but it's unintelligible. I have no choice but to leave her again. I've searched everywhere in the house besides her father's bedroom. As I approach the door, I notice that it's locked. I ram the door multiple times before the frame gives way. Whoa. I tumble onto the floor, now littered with splinters. I rise to my feet and flick the light on. As I search the room for anything that could possibly aid Natsuki, something catches my eye. A few bags from various restaurants around town. I tear them open to find nothing but empty takeout containers. I return to Natsuki's room. We have to go now. Okay. I help her to her feet, wrapping her arm over my shoulder, holding her hand in place. She'll make it. I'll make sure of it. Where are we going? Somewhere safe. We make our way down the stairs. I keep Natsuki on her feet, though it is proving to be more difficult as she fades in and out of consciousness. Starvation mixed with alcohol and painkillers, it's clearly taken a toll on her. But she isn't dead. We make it to the front door. With time feeling like a lost luxury, I shut it behind us, moving through the porch. I can feel Natsuki's tears soak through my shirt. We reach the gate and I set her down while I open it. I scoop Natsuki off the grass and close the gate behind us. Holding Natsuki close, I move as fast as I can down the street. As we approach the glow of the street lights, I begin to feel relieved. I loosen my grip on Natsuki. Can you walk? Yes. No, you can't. I think. I set her down for a moment. Her knees buckle. Again, I wrap her arm around me and mine around her. Let's go. Okay. I end up supporting her the entire way through town. There's nobody about to call me out for looking suspicious. I'm almost glad she has such a small figure. It certainly makes it so much easier to... That's why she's so small. Her father has been leaving her malnourished and living on fast food. Jesus Christ. Finally, I recognize the familiar view of my house. I set Natsuki down on my front step. I fumble with my keys for a moment, finally able to unlock the door. I help Natsuki through. She's safe from her father, at least. I bring her to the kitchen and sit her down on one of the chairs. Mikey? Why did you help me? How did you know where I... Don't worry about all that now. Let's just get you settled in for the night. I'm worried that it'll be longer than one night. I have a spare bedroom in my house. She'll be able to sleep there. I search through my pantry and my fridge for something she may like. I decide to just make some toast and chicken noodle soup. Is that chicken noodle? I haven't had that in so long. Her words break my heart. How long? How long has she lived like this? I watch the clock as Natsuki eats. It's late. Now that the immediate panic is over, I realize that poor Natsuki is still drenched in her own stomach acid. Natsuki, I'm going to need you to get changed. What? Not here, silly. I mean, you could get changed in the spare bedroom. But I don't have any of my clothes. You'll have to borrow some of mine. Okay. But only because I have to. Natsuki seems to be in much better shape after a meal. She stands up of her own accord to return her bowl to the kitchen counter. She moves slowly but deliberately. Despite the stink of bile clogging up my nose, I'm relatively calm too. Natsuki's skin tone has returned to normal mostly. She still looks scared, or scarred. That's scarred. Scarred by the night's experiences. Yeah, that shit was intense. Once she returns empty-handed, I ask her to follow me to her room. Come on, I'll show you where it is. Natsuki timidly complies, wrapping her arms around me. But this time, it hurts. I inhale sharply. Are you okay, Mikey? My shoulder's in pain. The adrenaline of the situation has settled. Maybe barging through that door was a bad idea. Not only because of the pain, but the damage it caused too. When Natsuki's dad returns home to the house, yeah, I'm alright, don't worry about me. Let's get you cleaned up. There's a shower in the guest room that you can use. We reach the guest room located across the hall from my own bedroom. I motion towards the edge of the bed. Here, sit down for just a minute. I'll be back with something comfy for you. She sits down. I rush into my bedroom. There we go. Picking out one of my gray tops and a pair of jeans. When I bring them back to her room, she's struggling to take off her socks. I place her her fresh clothes on the bed and kneel down to help her take them off. She opens her mouth like she wants to say something, but reluctantly lets me help. Natsuki has been through too much today. She has next to no strength left. Okay. Thanks, Mikey. I can take it from here. Are you sure? I really don't. All the blood in my body rushes to my face. She's going to have to shower. Was I about to indirectly tell her I wanted to help? Never mind. It's fine. You take your time. I decide that now isn't the best time to question Natsuki about her family. Instead, she just needs a soothing shower and some sleep. Maybe that will take her mind off tonight's events. Even if only for a few moments. Those few moments would do her a lot of good. As I stand to leave the room, Natsuki grasps my wrist gently. Mikey, wait. I want to thank you again. Don't mention it, okay? I'm just glad I got there in time. Natsuki stares into my eyes. Me too. How'd you know? Where I was? I walked home with Yuri. She was having a bad day, so I went with her. She pointed out your place. I was gonna say our place. What the fuck? And ever since I saw you at the hospital, you haven't left my mind. That's why I decided to go. I tried calling you God knows how many times, but you never answered. I cast my mind back to Natsuki's wreck of a phone. I guess I know why. I saw every one of your calls. I couldn't answer because of the stupid screen. When all I wanted to do, oh my god, my head hurts, goddamn. When all I wanted to do was hear your voice. Oh! I couldn't. I just wanted to go back to the club and sit with you under the window to read more together. Because when we do, it's the only time I really feel safe. Well, not anymore. God. Of course. Her Parfait Girl's manga was torn apart. She looks down at the ground dejectedly. I leave Natsuki to shower. After getting changed myself, I sit on the edge of my bed, gripping the volume of Parfait Girls that I had bought for myself on the weekend. The water stops running and I hear the unsweets, unswise door being opened and closed. I wait a few moments before knocking on her door. Natsuki, I have something else for you. Freaking sweet shirt. Definitely doesn't fit. Oh, Mikey. Natsuki opens the door, looking healthy again. She is out of her dirty clothes and is now wearing my shirt along with her own pants. She still had pants with her, though? I thought that whole outfit she was wearing was a dress. Or like a skirt or something. Was it not? Well, whatever. The top doesn't fit her very well, though. Yeah, I mentioned that. Huh? This shirt's massive on me. I could get you a smaller top of mine if you... I like it. Okay. I guess I won't. You don't need to, Mikey. Are you sure? Yeah. I present the manga to her. Ta-da! I saw what happened to your copy of Parfait Girls back in your place, so I thought I'd just drop my own in for you. So you can read it, if you want. Natsuki gives me a weak but sincere smile. So, quite some time since you've seen that. She reaches out to grab the manga. I love to, Mikey. Instead of pulling the manga from my hands as I expected, she grabs my wrist and tries to sit me down on the bed next to her. But only if we read it together. Aw, she's so cute in this mod now. Such a lovey-dovey bitch. It's the least I can do to make her happy. She needs it. So do I, in a way. First having to deal with Sayori attempting suicide, now Natsuki. God, how terrible must her home life have been for her to want to escape it like that. Well, I can take a guess, considering the complete lack of food in her house. And her face when I saw her in the hospital. Christ. Hey, Mikey. What? You just kind of stood there for a second, spacing out. God, you're worse than Sayori sometimes, you know. Hey, I'm sorry, okay? It's fine, I was only teasing, dummy. I know that I shouldn't blame her. She doesn't know about Sayori's condition. And as far as I know, she hasn't seen her at the hospital. Regardless, that hurt me more than it should have. I moved the duvet, I guess, duvet to the side, and sit down next to Natsuki. She pulls the covers over the two of us, so we're sitting up with it draped over our laps. We decide to just start the volume over again. Mikey, you're so warm. Are they about to cuddle? I think they are. That'd be fast. Natsuki inches closer to me. We're now shoulder to shoulder. Natsuki, can you see it okay? Not really. I inch myself down into a lying position. Natsuki joins me. They about to cuddle. Yep. That CG's so cute though. Much better. My left arm is awkwardly dormant between us. I slide it under the pillow and around her. There we go. We continue to read. And she looks like she's about to pass out. And there she goes. Before I know it, she's fast asleep. Natsuki? I lay there motionless. I dreamed of this moment ever since I really got to know Natsuki. I hate that it had to come due to her circumstances at home, but regardless, I run my fingers through her silky pink hair. I brush her bangs to the side. She looks so peaceful in her sleep. What is this feeling? It's love. I feel a lump in my throat. Just the sight of her is enough to make my heart pound. Yep, it's love. I don't recognize this. My chest is heavy. It feels like there's a weight on my ribs. It's hard to breathe. This is the happiest moment of my life. As I drop the manga to the side of the bed, not even reading anymore, I drift off to sleep. You just went to sleep right next to her. I'm jerked awake by a sound of crying. What? Confused, I open my eyes and turn to look at Natsuki. She's clutching the sleeve of my shirt, holding me tightly than before. Wow, she's really like... Well, what's the right word for this? I guess, I can't think of the word. I'm not even sure. Like, she really acts like more lovey-dovey. I don't know. But I think that's like a nice change of character. I mean, I guess it's kind of changing her character a little bit just because we literally just like saved her life. So maybe that's why. She's sobbing into my shirt ferociously. Natsuki, are you... I realize that she's still asleep. Sighing, I lament over Natsuki's nightmares. I'm almost certain they're related to her family, but I give her a nudge to wake her up. As she seemingly begins to stir, I try to calm her. Well, she's like snoring now. Natsuki, it's just a dream. You're okay, you're safe. Natsuki opens her eyes. Mikey? That was more than a dream. I watched my dad kill you. Ay caramba! I watched him torture you for saving me. He kept telling me this was my punishment for leaving. Mikey, you shouldn't have helped me. Oh God. This was wrong. This is wrong. Why, Mikey? Jeez. Why'd you have to get involved? I can't let you do this. Natsuki jerks away from me. Natsuki, do you want to know the real reason I showed up at your house? I missed you. Aww. I missed reading with you. Aww. I missed reading your poems. Aww. And after the hospital, I knew something happened. I had to make sure you were okay. Aww. I was worried sick for days. I felt I had to. I'd do anything to ensure your safety. I'd gladly be tortured if it meant you would be... Oh shit, I almost dropped my phone. I'd gladly be tortured if it meant you would be happy. Anything, Natsuki. Do you understand me? I'll do everything in my power to keep you safe. If my words right now aren't proving I mean it, maybe this will. I rise to my feet and walk to my room. I flick my light on and rifle through the bag. Or my bag. Ah, there it is. Oh. What is this? Is this a different poem? I don't know what's happened. Or where you have been. All I could think about is bruises on your skin. The blood on your nose dripped onto your clothes. The sight that broke my mind. For that moment I was frozen in time. I saw you, broken, abused. I knew from there on I would save you. Day turned to night, you on my mind. I've been sick with worry. if I'm going to do something, I need to hurry. Text after text, call after call, the girl I cared about most is the one I couldn't save after all. Sheesh. I return to the bed. Natsuki turns to face me. I hand her my poem. Natsuki reads, wiping her eyes as she does. Mikey, Natsuki leaps from her bed and embraces me tightly. I return the gesture, wrapping my arms around her. We stay together for a while, her tears soaking through my shirt once again. After a few minutes, Natsuki eases her grip. I do as well, resting my hands on her waist, hers hanging from my neck. Natsuki lifts herself up onto her tiptoes and pecks me on the cheek. I want to go back to sleep, but I want you to stay with me. Aww. I nod wordlessly, and Natsuki gently escorts me to the bed. It's like weird for me to do my Natsuki voice when she's like this. It's so weird. Laying my head on the pillow, she keeps her arms wrapped around me. We drift into the void of unconsciousness together. Whew! Wow, that was some day. That all happened in pretty much one day. Maybe I should keep going, because I don't know what else this is. Drearily stirring, I can tell from the snoring figure next to me that Natsuki's still asleep. I rub my eyes, struggling to open them. Aww. Yeah, maybe I'll just leave it off from here right now. So, yeah, so far, this is crazy. I kind of love the story right now. It's getting really crazy. It's really intense. I can't wait to do more of this. But anyway, that'll be it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one.